This is Supra Supreme, where we are transforming a stock twin-turbo Supra into one of the most epic builds ever, using a Toyota V12 and lots, and I mean lots, of custom parts. Now we're continuing our challenge for the most drawn-out car build on YouTube. Plenty of new goodies have arrived, and we decided to change engine. Just kidding, sort of, but more on that later. I got burnout in my turbo. I played around with the throttle body sitting here, and the flow characteristics of it really sucked. This is what we came up with. Vroom, vroom. I've modelled up this throttle collector and these pieces which make all the air go into the big boxes. That's pretty much it. Now, our old design had no mounts for a fuel rail. What I've printed up over the brake is this redesigned piece that actually has mounts for a fuel rail. And now we need to do something about the brackets. This here is a bracket from BPP. It's just a generic one for a different engine. We used it to sort of measure and line things up, but it is not of any use to us at all. There's no way we can make this bracket work for our design. So, on here, I've got some new brackets. We're gonna go and print them out. Let's go. Now clearly I've f***ed up a little bit. The flange here is interfering with the fuel rail. Now when I designed that, the fuel rails were actually meant to sit a little bit lower. but they had to rise up and now they're busting straight into that flange. So I've got to redesign it. I've actually tried widening it to get the flanges on the other side of the fuel rail, but that created a situation where the runners were so long that the CNC couldn't actually get down and machine the runners out properly. It's really doing my head in, to be honest, so I'm gonna set that aside because I've got something to tune myself up. Now, this bit, the orange thing, that we couldn't machine it here because it kind of needs a 5-axis CNC mill. So I've outsourced it, and this is what they've sent me. Well, they definitely wrapped it sufficiently. I wasn't sure whether to keep it silver or go black, but I thought, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up having a black theme. That's a lot of tape. Oh boy. This is better than getting an Xbox for Christmas. There she is. A real one. And it's not as heavy as I was expecting either. I mean, obviously it weighs something because it's a massive chunk of aluminium, but I was really expecting it to weigh a lot, but it doesn't. That looks incredible. Runner shape's good. Now, obviously, we've got a lot of things to test to make sure it's perfect. Let's at least stick it on the engine and make sure that it's dimensionally correct. Make sure it goes onto all the fasteners, lines up. Just use studs here to actually check all the bolt hole placements really quickly. But I just want to make sure that the bolts I plan on using do actually fit, which is these cap heads. Skids are coming. Next up, let's see if the fuel rails go on. Is there such a thing as too many injectors? Oh, that's glorious. Looks like I'll be redesigning the fuel rail brackets just a little bit because those injectors actually have a little bit of up and down movement, which I wasn't getting on the 3D print. So no biggie, it just means I can make new brackets that sink it down a wee bit.
Oh, hey, new shirts came in.
Supra Supreme, look at that.
I really like that.
Do you want one?
Yes.
I'll buy one.
I was watching the vlogs, the member vlogs.
Yeah.
And I saw the fuel rail problem.
Oh yeah, this doodle.
This doodle. That seems appropriate.
It is, yeah, not good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to print the whole thing again. I've solved it. I fixed the problem.
Already?
Yeah, come have a look.
You should chest.
I have made a new upper runner section. I've actually made it heaps prettier.
That is much nicer.
Because I'm like, if I'm gonna remake it, then I'm gonna like do all the things I wish I had have done the first time, right? So it's all curvy and it's like, well, it's curvy, but the important thing is I've reduced this curve while still clearing the bonnet, and I've also made it so the lowest point is further out, so it misses the fuel rail. So have a look.
But you were trying not to do that before.
What?
Go further out.
Oh yeah, the problem with going further out is it would have made the runners too long and we can't get the CNC
Yes.
machine bit in there.
So it's not just that it looks heaps better, it actually
Well, it's functional, yeah. I'm pretty happy with it. I have to come up with a new method of actually attaching the plenums as well, because this idea with the bolts coming in from that side is just not going to work anymore.
Yep.
So I'm coming up with a new thing there as well. With any luck, in a couple of weeks' time, I will have a new design printed out, but that's how long it's going to take to print all new runners, all new plenums, all new collector and everything. It's going to take a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So you're just going to have to hold on. But yeah, have a look at that. She clears that fuel rail now by an absolute mile. A little bit more than I intended, actually. You can fit another row of injectors in there.
Don't start.
36 injector
Oh my
V12.
God. Once this is in the metal,
Yes, and the plenums are in the metal.
and the plenums
Then
are
we're
in the
done.
metal.
We're done with the intake manifold. We can move on to the next thing.
Ooh.
Actually, I tell a massive lie. I've already got the next thing. Some boxes over there, they just turned up today. I haven't even looked in them.
What a good day to
give
just.
me a hand?
What a good day to
You
turn
turned
up.
up on the best day ever, actually. Yeah.
It's like a birthday.
Hey, guess what? Matt Cappellero's back in town as well.
Matty Matt.
Hey, Matt from Granny Pants Legends. Watch Granny Pants if you haven't. I actually watched one of the Granny Pants episodes earlier today because someone commented on it going, this is awesome. And I'm like, is it? So I watched it again and it's actually really fun. I know you guys are watching this because you think Supra Supreme is good, but watch Granny Pants. It's an awesome series. I know it's about a Camry, but well, let's face it, Camrys are actually going up in popularity now.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
kind of getting up with the Ferrari 355s and
not
legendary status.
They're not quite the AU Falcon of the
the AU
automotive
Falcon,
world,
no.
but they're getting there.
They're a close second. I guess we'll start with the one on the top.
Good plan.
You might be wondering why there are 3 boxes. I haven't made one crank pulley, I've made a ton of them. And this is all towards making kits so other people can do V12 Supras as well. So if you don't know about that already, jump on over to the WTF Auto webpage, so it's wtfauto.com.au, and we're actually taking pre-orders for Supra conversion kits that have oil pumps, crank pulleys, sumps, engine mounts, all of that nonsense. And you guys can build a Supra Supreme of your own.
Call it something else though.
I just don't want anybody to finish theirs before mine. Well, it's okay if they do, as long as it's like worse. These are not just an aesthetic upgrade. They're actually, they've got more dampening mass in them. So when we're pushing for these big high horsepower builds, we want to have a good, sturdy and very heavy crank pulley. All right, Ross Performance Parts, send it with confidence. So, you know, many thanks to Ross Performance Parts. They have been legendary at sorting these crank pulleys out for us. Well, I hope they have. I haven't seen them.
Oh, that's a good
they
point.
haven't even shown me a photo of them, the bastards. But
Packaging.
that is a lot of packaging. Just keep
Packaging.
going. What is this? This is like past the parcel. Now, all bolty together stuff. So, I mean, it does feel substantial, I'll tell you that much. Oh, feel the heft. It's got degree marks on it. It's super racing.
I was
Racingness.
I was just admiring those. It's not just a single mark for your timing light.
Yeah.
It's a whole. You can actually degree it all out.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is the other pulleys. Stop. They're jammed in there.
They are jammed in there.
Oh, I know what I need. A pulley puller. These have been glued in there. What the f, Ross? Oh, jeez. Give it up.
I don't know about anyone else, but this is actually quite entertaining.
No, it's not. Bloody hell. Bolts.
Bolts.
They give you a little finger hole
Oh, see, that's
to get it out. It's very courteous of them, so you can, you know, get your little Lamborghini Urraco door opening finger.
So cute.
It's so cute.
You know, every so often, it hits me just how many cool-looking billety parts are going to be on this engine by the time it's done.
Billety billets.
All the billety bits.
Yes.
Yep.
The number of teeth we got on that pulley was specifically to get the pump running at the required speed for the required volume.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. Spinning the oil pump.
Spinning the oil pump.
We're making oil pressure. The reason I've been waiting for this stuff is because I need to make a bracket that attaches the pump to the sump. Now we've got it, I can get on with designing that bracket.
Nice.
And you can get on with going home and getting out of my face.
Well, I've got to go online. Got to go to YouTube and order myself a shirt.
Do it. Do it.
Yep.
There's also hoodies and mugs. We got another engine. 3D. It's a 3D engine. Ain't those two-dimensional V12s. Alright. I bought a V12. Look at it, it's majestic. This is Toyota's V12. It's called a 1GZFE, and
yeah, we know about this. You told us in episode 1.
Oh yeah, I did too. Yeah. All right, so I bought another V12. I like V12s. That guy likes V8s, but I like V12s. We're gonna have to wait because Dort out there.
Missing a few cylinders.
Right, I want to be building one V12 on one hand and putting a V12 and actually getting it running on the other hand. And we finally get to hear what one of these things sounds like with some good shit on it. But before that, I need to finish my intake manifold. I've done some shit.
Yeah.
Actually, have a look.
Yeah, this design is actually much better. It's like Lego, and it's better than Lego. It's like Duplo, right? Duplo's
Why
easy.
is Duplo better than Lego?
Because Lego's almost like that next level.
It's too hard for you as a buddy.
Yeah, right.
Put this together for me.
Yeah, sure. Which one?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Just screw it in, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. Whoever printed this didn't do a good job. So.
Yeah, it's been back, so it's like that.
You know, it'd be really good if someone put something in there to make it stop. Because, like, what happens if you do the bolt up and it twists?
Oh, I've already fixed that.
Huh. Well.
But I couldn't be printing the whole manifold again just for that.
The Duplo is so good because it doesn't look like it goes on the other side. It just goes one way. You can't f it up. It's made for a 3-year-old.
Lego and Duplo building sets, the toys you grow up with.
Use that bolt
Yeah.
and you put it in behind.
Yeah. Righty-tighty.
Then you tighten that up and clamp them together.
Yeah, I just you put like a really nice ridge on here, so I'm
And
guessing.
in there too.
Yeah, when you pull it up, it kind of. I'll go like that, tighten up, and then you spin it back the other way, and then it'll be straight.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, talk to spec,
Okay.
and then snap.
It's done.
Yeah, cool.
Done. So there's 3 of them in each side.
Yeah,
Back, middle, front.
yeah.
Fingers crossed I've made it all rigid enough they'll work. What the f*** in this muffin?
Sugar, water, purple stuff.
Yeah, what's the poop in the middle? Doesn't look like jam to me. Looks like I left these in the sun. Tastes like,
Cigarettes.
I don't know what that flavour is. Probably salmonella. I still don't actually know what colour to make all of this stuff. I'm kind of leaning towards gold runners.
I love gold!
With black plenums. I don't know, what would you do?
What would you guys do?
What would you guys do? Aside from pressing S in the chat because you want us to put that engine in and do a skid. I mean, we've basically shown you every single possible colour of runners and plenums and everything in this engine bay. What colour would you guys do your runners and plenums? Originally I was going to do everything black. Black anodized.
Yep.
And then I'm like, maybe I put some gold in there, so I tried gold plenum, yeah, could have tried gold runners, yeah, that looks cool. Bronze, like bronze plenums. I thought about red, or we can leave it raw machined silver. But I tell you what, if you guys can give me some suggestions of what colors you like, let us know down in the comments. If I see some good ones, I'll actually render some examples up in the colors that you guys suggest and show them next episode. By the time you're watching this, these runners are probably getting machined. Like actually getting machined. Once the stuff is physically made, we're suddenly going to go, hold on a sec, if I didn't let so much sand inside of this engine from leaving the covers off.
I mean, they're actually pouring sand.
We'd be able to start it up right now. But in truth, I did that on purpose. This is funny, right? I didn't want to be tempted to start the engine up early before I'd finished doing the grand build. So I'm like, I'm intentionally leaving the covers off, knowing that dirt and dust and shit is going to go all through it, just to force myself to build it properly and not get tempted to just start it up. Little did I know that I could circumvent my own rules just by buying another engine. So the lesson is I do it all well.
Just get, it's got some key components there, I guess, that we can get it to a stage that it does run. And then see what the standard motor can do, I guess, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah. Mint.
So do
I agree with you, but I don't agree that Duplo's better.
put it together.
Hey, this is like a voice changer.
I thought you were.
V12 sump.
We've got the sump. We've always had the sump.
But this isn't mine.
Huh?
This is someone else's. It's like a good turd. There was a bin there. That's in the bin.